Hi everyone, my name is Anna, and in this video I am going to talk about kimchi. So if you've seen some of my videos, you know that I'm a big foodie. I love food. I love all sorts of cuisines, but I am Korean, so obviously I love Korean food. And I've said it in previous videos, kimchi, I literally cannot live without kimchi. So I cannot live without kimchi. And this topic of kimchi has been kind of a hot online debate over the past few months, and it's been on my radar. For most people, you won't even know what's happening or don't care. It's only like a debate for the countries involved. So because I have a small but kind of varied audience from all over the world, I just thought maybe it would be nice to inform you guys on what's happening and maybe get your opinions on this too. So before we move on with this video, I'm just gonna quickly explain what kimchi is because some of you may not even know. So this is kimchi. Kimchi is a side dish that accompanies every single main dish in Korea, and it's basically a fermented spicy cabbage. It's made with chili powder, ginger, garlic, sometimes with things like tteokgai, which is like a salted seafood. It has so many health benefits. It's full of healthy, good bacteria, probiotics that boost your immune system, lowers cholesterol. How does it taste? It has a sour, tangy, salty, spicy taste that I cannot live without. If you've ever tried German sauerkraut, it's kind of similar, but obviously it has a lot more kick, a lot more heat. I can't live without it. So, but not is it only a side dish, it can be made into many main dishes too. Kimchi fried rice, for example, I've done a video on that on my channel already. Kimchi ton, which is kimchi pancake. Kimchi jjigae, which is kimchi stew, that's also on my channel. It goes into so many meats, stews, and soups, and the list goes on and on. I've grown up eating kimchi since I was a little kid. Most Korean households have a separate fridge just for kimchi. Kimchi is literally at the heart and soul of Korean cooking. But over the past few months, there has been an online debate over the origins of kimchi. Is kimchi actually Korean or is it Chinese? So what started off this debate over whether kimchi is Korean or Chinese? From back in November, so a few months ago, Beijing won a certification from the International Organization for Standardization, aka the ISO, for something called pulsai. Now I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I tried to watch a few videos, but please correct me if I'm butchering the pronunciation. I'm trying my best. So what is pulsai? I've never had this dish, but it looks like this. So pulsai is a Sichuanese dish, and it's vegetables pickled in brine. And it can be made with any assortment of vegetables, including carrots, radishes, other root vegetables, and not just cabbage. Biggest difference between kimchi and pulsai is obviously the color difference. Pulsai is white, kimchi is red. And pulsai uses a brine of salt water to pickle the vegetables, whereas kimchi, you don't put it in water, it is massaged with salt and then left to pickle in its own juices. Back in November, when Beijing won their certification for this pickled vegetable pulsai, the Global Times, which is a newspaper run by the Chinese state, reported this certification as an international standard for the kimchi industry led by China, even though the ISO had clearly stated that this document does not apply to kimchi. This did not go down well in Korea. It's like saying to an Italian, pizza is not actually Italian, we made pizza. Or the British equivalent would be saying a Sunday roast dinner is actually French food. I have to say now that I really love Chinese food and I've been to many Chinese restaurants, but I've never seen kimchi being served in one. Have you? I would actually really like to try pulsai to see what it tastes like and see how it compares to kimchi. But if you go to a Korean restaurant and they don't serve kimchi, then you can't call that a Korean restaurant. It's just unfathomable. It has to have kimchi. Tensions further increased when, on January 9th, a popular Chinese YouTuber called Li Ziki, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, please correct me. She uploaded a video called Life Series, The Life of White Radish. And in that video, she used red kimchi to make what looked like kimchi stew, kimchi jjigae, as one of her dishes. And what really, I guess, aggravated people was that she hashtagged the video Chinese cuisine and Chinese food. To most Koreans, that seems like a political statement, right? That she would specifically use those hashtags. And then the most recent controversy surrounding this issue was when a Korean mukbang YouTuber, her name is Hamzy, she uploaded a video of herself eating soybean stew and sam. Sam in Korean literally means a wrap, so you get a lettuce leaf, and then you get a piece of meat, and then you put a condiment on it, and then you put garlic, kimchi, spring onion. You wrap all of that into the lettuce, and then you eat it in one go. So what happened here was she uploaded that video, but what was problematic was one of the comments written in Korean, translated into English. After seeing this video, I am angry again. Chinese punks are now saying Sam is their traditional culture. Hamzy put a like or a heart, onto this comment. And during this time, Hamzy also had a Chinese agency that was uploading her videos onto Chinese platforms. But obviously after she hearted this comment, it got translated into Chinese and got posted to Chinese Weibo, which is like their version of Twitter. She explained afterwards that because she gets so many comments, she didn't read through the comment properly, and she agreed with the sentiment of the comment, but not the derogatory word. So she apologized on a live stream a few days later for liking the derogatory word and her negligence. But she did double down, saying that she, of course, thought that sam and kimchi were Korean foods. No debate about it. So these were some of the comments about this whole issue on Weibo, the Chinese Twitter. And obviously, a few days later, her Chinese agency terminated her contract, pulled down all her videos from all Chinese platforms. And this was obviously expected. Hamzy explained further and once again apologized for liking of the derogatory comment. But her final words were, "If I have to say that kimchi is a Chinese food to actively promote in China, then I choose to not promote in China at all." And then recently, on the 25th of January, Hamzy, she uploaded a video to her YouTube channel eating pork belly and kimchi. And this was in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs. And this is a division of the South Korean government. She hashtagged the video Korean food. So this is still an ongoing issue, and I just wanted to kind of inform you guys, those of you who may not know any of this, what's happening. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Is kimchi a Chinese food? Is Son Heung-min, aka Sonny, aka the best Asian football player we have on the planet right now? There were some comments saying that Sonny is Chinese. Bruh. And as for me, I'm getting quite hungry now, so I'm gonna eat this sweet potato. And in Korea, we even eat sweet potato with kimchi.